Yo, 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 yo. It's the UWO's leader, unknown, the alien assassin here. Look, I got some crazy things to talk about tonight, whether that's violent crazy things or financial crazy things. A little bit of both, people, a little bit of both. Let's see. Everybody loves extreme rules, so we'll start off with the violence. Look, I met Cruel. I met what's his name? What's his name? Mads Cruel Kruger. All right, I've met him. I met him. I met him at a local um, little wrestling show they put on to in order to celebrate the Immortal Tattoos in Calhoun, Georgia. They were open for I don't know. I can't remember how many years they were open at the time, but the owner of Immortal Tattoos, Michael, put on a little show with the um, put on a little wrestling meet and greet and a few wrestling matches with people from Southern Honor. And yeah, Cruel was there. I met Cruel and I got my picture made with Cruel. And I even had him sign, I believe it was my TNT championship belt. That belt is somewhere. I can't get to it right now, or I would be showing it off right now. But I met Cruel and seemed like a decent guy. Didn't really say much. And I'm on Facebook the other day and I see where the man's got stabbed. Some idiot fan. And you know what? If you're going to stab a superstar, I can't even give you you don't even earn the right of being called a fan. Some assault bearing, person ran into Cruel at the gimmick table, at his gimmick table, or a gimmick table, or around the merch stand, or something, is what I'm understanding happened. That the initial confrontation happened around the merch table. Now, I do not know what was said. I do not know if there's any pushing or shoving going on then. I could only imagine if there's pushing and shoving going on then, that the idiot would have been kicked out. And, if Cruel had never got to the point, gotten the point in the night where he would get stabbed. But the initial confrontation started off at the merch station. All right, before the show started, and it's just like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what was said. I don't know what was happened there. All I know is that fan, I slipped. All right, slipped. I better put $1 in the jar, man, because it's like freaking saying the worst cuss words ever involving this idiot. The idiot wound up going back to his seat. All right, this was when the matches were beginning. The idiot was back in his seat. Then when Cruel coming down the walkway there where this independent wrestling show was, the idiot got out in front of Cruel, stared him down. Cruel stayed in character, and he stayed in character, walked around the idiot, did his match, and so on. And then we're back where it all began. The merchandise tables and the merchandise stand and the gimmick room, or however they had it set up. And the guy that assaulted the idiot that assaulted Cruel, apparently tackles the big guy, and they're back up. They're on the ground, and they're tussling and wrestling around on the ground. And the guy somehow pulls out a knife and stabs Cruel twice in the right abdomen. Right abdomen. Where at? Let me see. I wrote it down. Right abdomen quadrant. Right quadrant of the abdomen. Then this is where I saw the video at. All right. The rest of this stuff I'm telling you, I haven't had to research. But where I saw the video at was when a bunch of people, which different places I researched said it was fans that did it. I heard it was wrestlers that did it. But I saw it for myself, but I didn't know. I don't know if they're wrestlers or if they're fans. Okay. I just saw it for myself. After Cruel gets stabbed in the lower right abdomen, this idiot gets jumped on, gets beat to holy hell, and they rush him out and they throw him out the back door, and he rolls down a set of steps, as far as I know, because there's steps walking up into this entranceway, and they close the door. And to my understanding, Cruel didn't even know he got stabbed. Cruel didn't even know he got stabbed. He's that badass. He didn't even know he got stabbed. So I mean, it's like, as far as I know, he didn't even go seek medical attention or nothing. So I don't know what kind of blade this guy brought with him, but Cruel's a lucky. I was about to say something. Cruel's a lucky SOB. Put it that way. Cruel's the lucky SOB that the guy didn't stab him somewhere else. Didn't stab him in the neck. Didn't stab him anywhere else. Where it could, or deeper or something. I'm not trying to be too gruesome on Wednesday Night Asylum, even though I can, because I'm not hounded by the family friendly police. But Cruel's lucky. He's a lucky SOB to be able to walk this earth and say that I'm not. I don't have to go to the doctor. I don't have to get stitches. I don't have to do none of that. I don't have to be in surgery for my life. I mean, he's lucky. He's lucky. God was looking over Cruel that day. I don't know what my viewers' religious practices are, but we can say who's ever God, your God, our God, their God, whoever. Something supernatural was looking over Cruel that day, and he's lucky he's all right and walking around, and we are all glad that he is. Because I mean, I went to FFW, One Fall Wrestling, Rumble in Rome. That was the last wrestling event I went to, and that was the biggest wrestling event I've gone to in several years. It played out like a WWE event. It played out like an AEW event. It played out like the big boys, man. I mean, we're talking about where the big boys play. You know what I'm saying? This is where the big boys play. 1FW was, an amazing event that I went to. But, other than that being a major big event for Rome, Georgia, they wanted you coming in. They wanted you. You know what I'm saying? With a metal detector, and no weapons were allowed in there. I mean, if you had a gun permit, it didn't matter. You're not bringing your gun in. You're not bringing your pocket knife in. You're not bringing any kind of weapon into the forum. And also, it was in the rules that people weren't allowed to bring in bags or purses or anything like that that weren't clear bags. You had to see in your bag to see. I mean, they had to see in the bag for you to bring it in, and it couldn't be more than a gallon bag or a 2-gallon bag or something like that. And forget all about diaper bags, because diaper bags weren't allowed at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, this idiot doing what he did to Cruel is like, they might want to install those rules and regulations other places. I mean, honest to God. I mean, especially at independent wrestling events and at professional wrestling events, they got their own rules, but especially at independent wrestling events, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely positively ridiculous what happened to Cruel. He's lucky to be alive. He's lucky to be okay, and we wish him a speedy recovery at the Unknown Asylum podcast as fast as he can recover and heal up. And just glad he's okay. That's all. Now, moving on from one ridiculous thing to two ridiculous things. And these two ridiculous things revolve around WrestleMania meet and greets. First off, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, was on the Wrestling News Wrestling News podcast 24/7, whatever it's called. Can't really think right now. The Wrestling News podcast 24/7 show Busted Open, and he himself said the meet and greet that Cody Rhodes has at WrestleMania, where up to 10 people can get on his tour bus and they'll go do a little tour around to Las Vegas. The price is absurd, I believe he said. Absurd and ridiculous. And that price is 10 grand a person, people. 10 grand a person to get on Cody Rhodes' bus and take a little tour of Las Vegas on the day that he's not. I think it's the day that he's not at Mania, and or the day that he doesn't have to wrestle at Mania. It's either Saturday or Sunday. And I myself say it's ridiculous. It's crazy. That's a crazy amount of money to spend. But you know what? Look, here's something that I would actually want to do, but I wouldn't spend the money to do it. If you could just slide me in the back door, slip me through the back or something like that, I would be fine. And that's the private meet and greet with Liv Morgan at WrestleMania this year, which is $2 grand. $2 grand. That's 2 with 3 zeros behind it. And that's crazy too, man. And I was reading up about that. Or I read up about them both, but let's say ladies first. And I was reading up about that. The private meet and greet with Liv Morgan is supposed to be like a club-like atmosphere where you get, they're going to get you food and they're going to get you this and that and drinks and all this kind of stuff. And you get to meet Liv Morgan and all this kind of stuff. And it's only about $2,100. I mean, honestly, $2,000 to $2,100. I mean, you say it real fast. I mean, that sounds like a daggum deal. Sounds like a blue light special for those that remember what that is. I mean, honestly, honest to God, $2,000 to meet for a private meet and greet with Liv Morgan. Is she beautiful? Yes. Is she beautiful? Yes. Would she ever date me? No. I mean, I'm honest. No. But is she worth meeting as far as a wrestler goes? Yes, she's worth meeting as far as a wrestler goes. Is she worth $2,100 to meet? No. No. Even if I had, the extra money to just blow, you know what I'm saying? To just tear up. It's just like, would I do it? No, I wouldn't do it. That's not worth it. That's not worth the 1% finances, man. I'm telling you. Would I go to a con, regardless of where the con is at in the United States or whatever, pay the admission to the con, and then pay for a meet and greet? Yeah, I would. Because it wouldn't be $2,000. I don't care if it's Knoxville Fanboy Expo, Farley Con here up in Eastridge, or anywhere else. It wouldn't be a $2,000 meet and greet. It might be $100 something plus the whatever it costs to get in. I mean, but would it be $2,000 or $2,100? No, it wouldn't. I'm sorry. It just wouldn't. Is it ridiculous? Yes, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts. People, please spend your money about, elsewhere. Fine, I get it. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to go on Cody Rhodes' bus and do a tour with him as he drives around Las Vegas, or to do a private meet and greet, meeting Liv Morgan. Fine, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And to some people, you idiots, that might be worth it. That might be worth it to you. Is it worth it to me? No. And I'm the 1% unknown, the alien assassin. I mean, I know all about finances. So, I mean, could I do it? Yeah, I could do it if I wanted to. But I went to WrestleMania 25, people. The night CM Punk won Money in the Bank. Or one of the times CM Punk won Money in the Bank. So, I mean, it's like, I've gone to Mania. I'm over Mania. Let's move on to something else. I mean, I don't even know if they have the same. Well, I'll tell you what. They have much larger meet and greets now than they did when I went to Mania. Now, when I went to Mania, you got tickets to Access, which was like a Comic-Con for WWE. It was like WWE's Comic-Con. And at Access, it was there where you got to get your picture made with the divas at the time, get autographs from different people that are at the autograph station, do the do the commentary booth. You know, it was all under one roof, and we got like 2 tickets to that. Plus, we bought it another set or two. So I mean, we spent a lot of time at Excess. Plus, we got tickets to the Hall of Fame ceremony. You know, that night the Hall of Fame ceremony was when Stone Cold Steve Austin got inducted into the Hall of Fame, where Coco Beware got inducted into the Hall of Fame. I mean, okay. Plus, we got Midday Madness. Now, Midday Madness, you got to the it was exclusive to the people who bought the travel package, and they brought you to a giant room, put about 6 tables in it. They stationed 6 different wrestlers, both male and female, at these 6 tables. So you got about 6 wrestlers there. The line was longer than hell. I mean, I'm serious, man. You had a longer wait in that line than in Beetlejuice when he's waiting in the room and waiting to move forward, and he got the long ass, um, number to be able to be brought on to the next room. You know what I'm saying, or wherever he's being brought. I can't remember. I haven't watched the movie lately, but Midday Madness. Then it's like after 2 hours, they got rid of that group of wrestlers that were signing autographs and taking pictures with people, and they brought in 6 more, and that 6 people cleared the line out. I mean, because about the line was so long, after 2 hours, you were halfway through the line. I mean, that day I met Sunny. I met. It's funny now though. I mean, she didn't look like she did she didn't look like she did in that mugshot like she did at WrestleMania 25 midday access. But I did meet Sunny, the good looking version of Sunny, the Sunny I idolized all growing up. But I also met Jeff Hardy. I met Jack Swagger. I met Primo or Primo, I think, and Carlito, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, I met them all. I met a lot of them. I mean, I met a lot of them. And that was worth it for me. That was worth it for me to say that I've been to WrestleMania 25. I don't need to go back. I just don't. I don't. And do I want to spend that kind of money to go back? No. Look, I'm going to out my friend right now. I might not need to say his name, but he's the type of person that will go to these different wrestling events and get autographs from the same people he's gotten autographs from in the past. I do not know how many 8x10s he's gotten the Rock and Roll Express. And I just don't know, man. It's like, I'm just not that way no more. I don't need an autograph from a person I got an autograph before. I don't need to pay for a picture with a person that I paid for a picture with once before. And, you know what I'm saying? I just don't. I'm just not that way no more. I mean, I'm the 1% unknown alien assassin. I watch my finances. Because if not, I'd be broke. I'll be the broke percent unknown alien assassin. But since I watch my finances and I have everything in order, I get to do what I do. I get to do what I enjoy. I get to survive in life. I'm not saving to go meet the same people that I met before. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's ridiculous to me. It's a joke to me. Look, the guy's a good guy. He's my best friend. I probably shouldn't be, outing him like I did, but please. I mean, just please. I mean, like he said, I'm sorry. I said, I got my picture made with Jeff Jarrett. What are you doing? I don't know if this is recording or not. And into him at Chick-fil-A. And he said, oh, yeah, Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good intention, though. It was good intention. Well, good intention, and I said I appreciate it. That's okay. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. And I just I don't get it. That's his money. He can do what he wants with it. Just check these. Check off the boxes here. Check off the boxes. Check off the boxes. All right, here we go. Had a little technical difficulties. Now I think we're back up and running. Peacock doesn't want NXT anymore. Peacock doesn't want NXT's premium live events anymore, which is good for me. It's good for me because I don't have a Peacock subscription. So with WWE moving their premium live events of NXT to YouTube, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. I'm happy I don't have to pay for YouTube. I'm happy that I can turn their event on Saturday night and watch it and enjoy myself and watch it on YouTube. So because Peacock doesn't want them, man. Peacock does not want them. And the first premium live event is, of course, Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver. And these are the matches for Stand and Deliver. The pre-show has Shiloh Hill, Ren Sinclair, Eli Knight, Hank and Tank versus the Birthright. Okay. Then for the NXT Women's North American Championship, Tatum Paxley faces off against Blake Monroe, who still has Tatum's belt. Stole Tatum's belt. We haven't seen that done in a while, but she took the belt. She stole the belt. And Blake Monroe, I was watching NXT last night because I finally found CW on my television, and I was watching Blake Monroe, and she reminded me a little bit of an evil, timeless Tony Storm. Honestly, Blake Monroe reminded me of a little timeless Tony Storm. That's the truth of the matter. The NXT Tag Team Championships are on the line with the Vanity Project against Los Americanos. Okay. The NXT North America Championships on the line when Miles Bourne faces Johnny Gargano. The NXT Women's Championships on the line with a undetermined challenger for JC Jane's NXT World Championship. Now, if y'all watched NXT last night, it just did she tap? Did she not tap? Did she get the pin count or didn't she tap first? Of course, Shawn Michaels come out there. Two referees come out there, and the show goes off the air with a question mark asterisk, wondering who's going to face JC James. I guess we'll find out Saturday. Then the NXT World Championship is on the line with Joe Hendry facing Ethan Page, facing Ricky Stanks, facing Tony D'Angelo. Okay. That's not to mention. And all those matches are good. All right. All those matches are good. But that's not to mention Sol Ruka and Zarya finally going at it. Now that's the match I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, Sol Ruka and Zarya going at it. And you know what? Honestly, this is my opinion on my thoughts and my opinion on the matter. Sol Ruka has used Zarya so much because of her beast-like size and her skills and as a bodyguard and this and that. It's just like I hope Sol Ruka gets her head freaking torn apart. I'm just serious. I hope I hope we see a side of Zarya we've never seen before, and she rips Solruka apart. And no matter how much Solruka begs and pleads for for Zarya to stop, I hope that Solruka has a crimson mask in the end of it. I mean, I've already said this before on a previous podcast of Wednesday Night Asylum. I do not see that match happening. That match, you know, with Solruka and Zarya. I see Solruka turning major heel in that match tomorrow, Saturday night. I really do. That's the way I see it. Or Zarya might win. I mean, Zarya's on the edge, man. She's on the edge. So it's like I don't know. I hope Zarya wins though. I hope Zarya wins because I mean Zarya's look has inspired a character in one of my books. As you know, I am a published author. You can find my books on Amazon. One day I'll go into do a podcast on that one day, but not today. You just but I hope Zarya tears her apart. I would love to see Zarya bend Solruka over her knee and spank her. I mean, I don't mean that in a perverted way. I don't mean that in a kinkster way. I'm just saying I just would love to see Solruka pay for all the using that she's done of Zarya. I mean, really, honestly. I mean, then I think, what if this match took place during the Attitude Era? I mean, this match could be the first women's kiss my foot match in in WWE. I mean, honest to God. I mean, I talked about that before in the past about a kiss my foot match with women, but I'm just saying, man, I'd love for it to be a kiss my foot match. I'd love to see Solruka kissing the feet of Zarya and admitting that Zarya is so much better than her. I'm sorry, I would. Like I said, I don't mean that in a kinkster way. I don't mean that in a, you know, turned on way or anything like that. I just I think Solruka needs to beg a little bit. I really do. I feel like Solruka needs to beg a little bit, needs to be beaten down, needs to be placed back on her level before she started hanging out with her best friend, Zarya. And Zarya has been, you know, there and having to swallow her pride and just completely, absolutely, you know, hold her career back to be Solruka's best friend. And it's just like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's the match I'm looking forward to Saturday night. That is. That's the match I'm looking forward to Saturday night. And with that being said, Saturday nights, my friends down in Lindale are doing an event Saturday night, an all extreme match. Every match is an extreme match. And I'm really planning on skipping that Saturday night event in Lindale and watching Stand and Deliver live, and so I can see it live, man. I don't want to see reels first. I don't want to see Facebook announce so and so won this, so and so won that. I do not want to see it at all. And I don't want to see that at all. I want to see the match first. I do. I have to. I have to. I'm too interested in this match not to watch it first and not to make it a priority. But anyway, that's my thought on that. Let's talk about another female wrestler, Lady Frost. Lady Frost. Beautiful Lady Frost. Now she was she was dropped by AEW and Ring of Honor. She went a day, less than a day, being not picked up by anybody. And picked up by a major wrestling promotion, and she was already advertising her links and this and that. And next thing I know, I blinked, and Major League Wrestling picked her up, and just took a blink, and it's just like now she's Major League, and it's just like I never watched Major League. I've never watched Major League. I need to. That's one thing. Maybe after this Juggalo thing that I'm gonna get into a little later. um, I'll get in, I'll start talking about the major league. I'll watch some major league and then do a podcast on them. Anyway, I'm leading to my main event. What about that? Let's go to AEW. AEW starts off with the return of Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's back in AEW, baby. Everybody was waiting to see him at WrestleMania. No, that's not going to happen. Tony Khan reached into his purse straps and paid it off, man. Paid it off. Paid Jericho to stay. So Jericho's staying. And can we imagine if it gets down to it, having Jericho win the title from MJF? I mean, if evidently Hangman Adam Page can't win it no more, and but Chris Jericho can. Speaking of MJF and Kenny Omega's contract signing started off the AEW Dynamite tonight. That was wild, man. That was wild. But but their contract signing wasn't didn't entertain me as much as Roman Reigns and CM Punk these past few weeks that I've seen in reels because I don't watch any wrestling that's not related to my podcast. All right, I don't watch any wrestling where I don't want to talk about. And so if I'm going to watch I'm going to watch wrestling that I plan on talking about. I plan on discussing because I'm the boss here. UWO, Unknown Alien Assassin, runs this place. This is the Unknown Asylum. This is my fortress of solitude. And I do have, every, everything that runs here. I run here. I'm the boss. I'm in charge. I'm CEO. I'm president. I'm whatever you want to call me. But, Kenny Omega and MJF, it didn't entertain me as much as CM Punk and Roman Reigns. It didn't, it entertained me more than Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Okay, yeah, it did entertain me more than that. So if I was going to put the interview, those segments in order, I'd say Roman Reigns and CM Punk on top, Kenny Omega and MJF second, Cody and Randy Orton third. All right, there we go. That's enough of that. And now let's talk about something else with AEW tonight. And then I'll talk about my main event. Moxley and Ospreay are continue their feud. Continue their feud up to the point that Moxley has his head in a chair and about to get his neck squished. Ospreay had his head in his chair, about to get his head squished, neck squished, and then Moxley's just telling him to be smart. Why not be smart? I mean, I don't know. Moxley made the point that there's 6 of them and 1 of him, but my question is, I can't remember exactly around the time that Blood and Guts happens. But what if we have a Blood and Guts match with the Death Riders and Ospreay and whoever he can get? What if that's our Blood and Guts match this year? I mean, that would be pretty wild. I'll tell you that. I got to get a drink of water. I've been talking too long, but now let's talk about our main event. Let's first start at my thoughts for the Cody Rhodes Randy Orton versus Randy Orton for the WWE Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania. My thoughts are this. My thoughts are this. It's my least favorite championship match at WrestleMania out of the big titles. That's my thoughts. It's a good match. It's a WrestleMania quality match. But and Orton's really dishing out the RKOs. I mean, even the RKO and Jelly Roll, I mean, daggum, Jelly Roll didn't know what hit him, but but if that was the card, if that was the championship match, if the undisputed world championship was the only world championship on the card, and there was no world heavyweight championship, I would literally be bored to death if that was the WrestleMania main card championship. I really would. I just would. I mean, even though we're going, even though we're having end segments of a show where the two challenger and champion and challenger are destroying each other. They're destroying each other, both on both brands. I mean, they're trying their best to get people to come to Las Vegas or order ESPN app or whatever, and so I can't fault TKO for that. I mean, they're trying their best, but I don't know, man. It's like I watched that segment last weekend in Raw. Cody coming to the ring, Jelly Roll getting RKO'd, and Zack Ryder being RKO'd or whatever his name is. Um, Matt Cardona, and it's just like I don't care. It's been done. It's been done. But as far as the W, and how can you call something an undisputed champion? How can you say, "Here you go, you're the undisputed champion," and then you got, the other brand has a big championship too. So unless you're going to have the world heavyweight champion face the undisputed champion to crown a true undisputed champion, you're not the undisputed champion. You're just one of the champions. You're just the undisputed champion on your brand. I mean, you're not the undisputed champion. I mean, I should really change that name, honestly. Mm. I mean, yeah, I said that. Now, CM Punk, let's talk about CM Punk and go back to where I was at. CM Punk really fired back this week, destroying Roman Reigns. He did. He did. He fired back this week. He destroyed Roman Reigns, and he needed to. I mean, he was the champion. He's the champion. He looked too weak going into WrestleMania. Now it's like, now it's like, now it's like even. You know what I'm saying? It's even, and that really excited me. That really excited me that CM Punk fired back and that he proved that he could take on Roman Reigns at Monday Night Raw. Now, all right, let's talk about next Wednesday. Next Wednesday night, after AEW Dynamite, I'm having a special episode 13 edition of Wednesday Night Asylum, where I'm going to talk about the Juggalo Wrestling Federation or Juggalo World, whatever they're called. You know what? I don't know what they're called, and I'm man enough to admit that. But I know they're Juggalo Wrestling has their own. Now I talked about this. That the Juggalo people had the insane clown policy. The Juggalos have their own wrestling federation, and that it is a minor league or a developmental league to Game Changer Pro Wrestling. I've talked about that. I talked about watching a match or an episode of Lunacy, and I haven't done it yet. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I've been busy. Busy writing books. Been busy selling books. Been busy doing stuff. So but next week, episode 13 of Wednesday Night Asylum will be 100% dedicated to Juggalo Championship Wrestling. That's right. 100% dedicated to Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Episode 13 after Wednesday Night Asylum, after AEW Dynamite goes off. I'm not going to talk about anything else. I'm not going to talk about anything else but Juggalo Championship Wrestling. So tune in, tell your friends that are curious about the Juggalo Championship Wrestling thing. And as a inquisitive reporter or whatever Sir William used to call me, I'm going to learn about the JCW over the next week. I'm going to learn who their champions are or were or this and that. And I'm going to watch as much lunacy as I possibly can from the time I end this live stream to when I report on Gigolo Championship Wrestling in my special edition of Wednesday Night Asylum next week, next Wednesday night, right after AEW Dynamite goes up there. Here, check out my post. I post all over social media. So if you don't see it live, be sure to check in on the recorded post when it goes up. Anyway, that's it for now. See you next week when I discuss Juggalo Championship Wrestling, people.